Well, it's early Saturday morning. It's about 10 o'clock. I just drove up here from Rockwood about, it was early. I really can't remember. Anyway, I just got here. The Mennonites, last night, they came up and they brought our new outhouse. They brought it up, I think, half of the way by truck, and they actually dragged it in the rest of the way into the bush by horse. I wasn't able to be here and videotape that. I really wanted to. They had a bit of a scheduling conflict, so instead of coming today, they had to come last night. So I missed that, but let me take you down and show you our awesome new outhouse. We set our outhouse back here in the woods. It's kind of central to the gypsy camper, the trailer up on the hill, and some of the other spots where people were camping this year and will be camping next year, hopefully. So this was kind of a central spot. So they dragged, let me show you as we get up. Oh man, there it is. Our awesome new outhouse. It's exactly, they just did a fantastic job. It's exactly what we wanted, a honey pine finish on board and batten pine, a green steel roof. The amazing thing is all the little extras that they put together. So we've got a latch here to keep it nice and snug and tight when the wind is up. Anyway, open this up. They put an awesome curtain. They included this in, so when you're sitting in here, you know, you've got a gorgeous view of the woods when you're taking a poop. That's always important to, you know, to have a nice view when you're taking a poop. I think so anyway. Anyway, this is a lot more than you get from typical 2x4 buildings. As you can see, the Mennonites, they're incredible builders. This is a post and beam construction, 4x4 frame, pine planks, real 2x4s. They cut and mill all this wood by themselves. They buy some of the parts, like the steel roof, you know, the vent at the back and things like this. But so yeah, so you just step up. It's a really roomy building here now. Yeah, you know what goes down there. We asked them to leave out this plastic sleeve, which kind of sits in there, and we asked them to leave off the toilet seat as well, because we're going to be installing a special a pee separator toilet seat. What it'll do is it's a little more environmentally friendly. It will filter some of the waste safely into the ground, and the rest will go into a composting toilet down there. Yeah, so we asked them to leave that off. We also asked them to install this. Now it's a little wooden hatch that lifts up, and it's a little snug right now because the wood is damp, but in there we'll have a bucket of peat moss, so we can scoop it out and put it into the composting toilet. So they put that together for us. It's just fantastic. We've got a vent up there on the back. Around here, we asked them to install this panel here. It's not a really, but this kind of opens up like this, and then when we open it up at the back, we can access the composting toilet, the peat moss bucket very easily. We can take it in and out without actually having to do to change. I'm holding the camera and I'm locking this, without having to go into the toilet itself. And these, of course, can lock, so nobody can steal our poop bucket, which I've heard there's been a real crime wave that way. So, you know, we're very concerned about having our poop bucket stolen. Anyway, yeah, so as you can see here, the whole thing is set up on a sled, and they just dragged it in by horse all the way from the driveway here. It's just incredible. You know, the most amazing thing is that, you know, this whole building is a hell of a lot less than you might imagine, and And even given that, this morning when I went down to visit Joe, who built this building, I gave him his money. Now, he told me that there was something he didn't need to use, okay? So he takes $100 out of the money that he gave him, and he gives it back to me. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not really used to that level of honesty from people. You know, just telling me, hey, it didn't cost as much as I thought it would. Here's some money back. I mean, who does that? But Joe, you know, the Mennonites, amazingly honest people, handed me back $100, and so I said, look, you guys did an incredible job. You came here on a Friday night when the sun was going down, and they hauled this in here. So I gave him back $100. It kind of went back and forth for a couple of minutes. It was really kind of funny. In the end, he gave me $50. We agreed to meet halfway, and but again, just surprising. I'm not used to people dealing squarely that way. The Mennonites, hire them today. They do incredible work, and you know, they go way above and beyond, and they'll be just straight up honest. They're great people to deal with. So there it is. Anyway, I'm gonna close the door here and give you the full shot. So there it is, our brand new outhouse in the woods, and yeah, and that will I just can't wait to poop. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tour.